The football season gets into full swing this weekend, so we thought it's a good time to get back into our betting previews and picks. We've got 5 for you. We've got English Premier League covered. We've got Spain La Liga. We've got Italy Serie A. We've also got one from the Swiss Super League and one from the Belgium Jupiler League. So that's 5 bets in total. I won't mess around with a long introduction, so let's just crack on with the 5. Let's kick off with English Premier League match between Ipswich and Sunderland. Now, Ipswich were relegated at the end of the 2024-25 season. They did bounce back, however, at the first opportunity by finishing second in last season's championship. Under the guidance of Gary O'Neill, we thought they performed particularly well, especially when playing at home, and that has always been this club's forte. Now, we have to say that the club seem to have learned from being relegated a few seasons back, because they have been investing heavily in new players. In fact, if you look at the player transactions, you can see that the club actually invested another 166 million. That is absolutely a fortune for a club of this size. With the fans behind them at home, the Tractor Boys are very strong, so we think that they're going to get something out of a Sunderland who actually surprised everybody by finishing 7th in last season's Premier League. With that said, the Black Cats were just the 13th best traveller, and Regis Labrie is going to have a few issues this season, we believe anyway, and the reason for that is quite simple. They recently sold one of their best players in Mayenda for 22 million, and they don't seem to have done anything to replace him. This team is playing in European competitions this season. That's going to stretch them, that's for sure, so we think that Sunderland are there to be taken on unless something happens, unless they bring in some new players late on. We don't think that's going to happen, and it's certainly not going to happen before the weekend, and that's why we want to start off with the English Premier League bet on Ipswich, but we're going to take the draw no bet just for a safety net. You're still getting nice odds of 2. We think that's more than fair. Ipswich, draw no bet. In Italy Serie A, we're going to be betting on the match between Parma and Cagliari. Now, these teams finished 13th and 14th respectively last season. Just 2 points separate the two clubs. If you actually look at the points that Parma took at home, it was 21, which compared to 18 away for Cagliari. We should also mention that the match in this stadium ended 1-1. So based on those numbers, it should be a fairly balanced fixture. Now, as far as Parma go, they did sell a few players during the summer, and one of them was the Japan goalkeeper, Suzuki. He had a really good World Cup, but when we looked at him last season actually playing for Parma, we could see why they want to take the money. The players that are coming in, they've been buying well, they've gone to the markets, they've actually taken on a few loans, paid for them, so they still managing to get a decent quality of player in there. Under the guidance of Carlo Cuesta, this team, in our opinion, can only improve, and that's why we expect them to beat Cagliari. Now, as far as the visitors go, they didn't do that much in the transfer market, so Fabio Pisacani must believe that he's got the right players on board to actually have an impact again this season. But we do have to mention that Sebastian Esposito won't be playing this weekend. It looks like he's going to be shipping out. It's actually been put onto the sick list. We don't believe that's necessarily the case. It's just that they're going to cash in on another player. And if he does go, it's going to create a lot of problems, because he probably was one of the most efficient players in the Cagliari team last season. Now, as far as Cagliari go, they are much better when they play at home, so we don't think they're going to have much of an impact when they play in this match away. And we're quite surprised that we can get the draw no bet again, the +/- in Asia, odds of 1.82 about Parma, so that is our bet. Let's move on to Spain La Liga, where we're going to be betting on the match between Athletic and Sevilla. Now, Athletic, they haven't started their campaign. This is going to be the first match for them. Sevilla did play during the week. They actually beat Rayo Vallecano. We'll come on to that in a second. But as far as Athletic go, had a very disappointing last season. Didn't qualify for Europe, which is rare for them. Normally they make the European League, or at least the Conference League. It didn't happen. Consequences are that the coach is gone, a new one's come in. Edin Terzic, the German coach, is taking over, and we do expect him to get a much better song out of these players. He's inherited a 29-man squad with an average age of 26.7, so relatively experienced. Now, the thing about Athletic, as you probably know, is that they are particularly strong when they're playing back at home in the Basque country. No team likes visiting Athletic Stadium. The crowd onto their backs. So, that's something that we need to bear in mind. And we do think Athletic will be really well prepared for this opening game. Now, Sevilla, like we mentioned, did win their opening match against Rayo Vallecano. Came from a goal down that day. They won that home fixture 2-1. In the first half, absolutely dreadful. Sevilla didn't do nothing, and they were actually fortunate to go in being just 1-0 down. It could have been much worse, but in the second half, they did seem to book up their ideas. Actually scored from 2 penalties, which obviously, helped them. Home advantage with the Spanish referees is always a big thing. We should also mention that Rayo Vallecano had a goal struck off. They had opportunities maybe themselves for a penalty, probably one that should have been given wasn't. So, Sevilla got away with it, let's put it like that. If we actually look at the squad of Sevilla, they haven't got nothing special. If you really go through the actual players that are available, then I'm afraid you start to think to yourself, this Sevilla club is really going downhill fast. So we're going to take Athletic with odds of 1.78. That's more than decent. We think that will probably go down when reality starts, nearer the weekend. A quick lesson. Betting is about the odds. The sooner you understand that, the more chance you will have of profiting long term from sports betting. What you've got to do is make sure that you work hard on getting the very best odds possible. Never take prices that have gone. Your biggest advantage over the sportsbook is simply this. You get to pick and choose when to bet. They put up the prices, they're there for the taking. So what I would suggest to you is that you go line shopping. Make sure you give yourself enough bookmakers, and then you've got that choice where you should be able to fish out efficient odds and hopefully get into profits. When you're looking at other videos and people are picking odds of 1.25, 1.33, 1.40, you've got to think to yourself, 125, they need 80%. 133, they need 75%. And obviously at 1.40, they need 72% of their tips correctly. It's a different ball game. This is professional betting. We do the Asian handicaps. We're into the sort of draw no bets, as you like to call them, but we call them plus minus. Asian handicaps are the most efficient way of sports betting. So please, again, try to think for yourselves that sports betting is all about the odds. In the Swiss Super League, we want to bet on the match between Young Boys Bern and Vaduz. Now, Young Boys Bern, they actually won 6 of the last 9 championships in the Swiss Super League. They only finished 6th last season, which was a major disappointment. But we do think that they are actually going to bounce back and win it again this season. So let me explain to you why. They are not playing in Europe, which means that they can actually focus fully on the league. Their initial results, they played 3 games to date. They won 6-0 against Thun away. They won 4-2 against Sion at home. And then they drew 2-2 against Lausanne in the last round. While that looks like a dodgy result on paper, I do have to say that they had a red card at 58 minutes, a player sent off, and still performed incredibly well to get that 2-2 draw. The YBB coach, Gerardo Sioni, has clearly got his players in fine nick. They look really in good shape going into this match. And don't forget, when they're playing at home, they are playing on an artificial surface, which does suit them much better than any opponent. And that's especially the case when that opponent is a newly promoted Vaduz. Now, this team from Liechtenstein, the Principality, have been playing in Europe, and they've also played 3 games in the Super League until this point. They actually lost all those 3 games, and they are out of the European competitions. And while it's true for both coaches that they are without players, I don't think it's going to affect Young Boys as much as it's going to affect Vaduz. In fact, we're expecting a very big scoreline here. This could be like a 4-5-6-0. So we're going to be taking Young Boys with -1 1.5 goals. In European handicap terms, that's -1. You've got to win by 2 or more. In your Asian handicaps, it's -1.5. 1.78, we think it's a bit of a gift. You can step it up a little bit higher if you want to really try your luck. But Young Boys Burn, they're going to win this league and we're going to be betting them with a big one. In the Belgium Jupiler League, I don't think many can beat us. And we're going to be betting on the match between Charleroi and Mechelen. Now, if you go back to last season, then Mechelen had a fantastic campaign. In fact, the Kakas, they finished in the Championship group places. Unfortunately for them, though, they dropped to bottom of that group, which means that they didn't qualify for Europe. The knock-on effect for that means that they had to get rid of a few players during the summer to balance the books, and they don't necessarily have the same strength of squad as they did last season. We should also mention with Mechelen that they've started this season a little bit precariously. They drew 3-3 in the last round against Liège. Nothing with the heart. They really fought hard for that game. They came from 3-1 behind, really battled till the last second, needed a very late equaliser. But all in all, what we saw from the team is that they lacked something in midfield. Now, the hosts, they come into this having won their 2 opening games, despite actually offloading a few players during the summer. They still look to have, some kind of strength there. And the players that were, initially a little bit inexperienced last season are starting to come through. So we're expecting more from the Zebras this season under the new manager, Mario Conan. He seems to have his players really knowing their job, and we do like the way that Charleroi have actually started the season, and we can see them playing at home with this newly found confidence. They can only get better, so we're going to be betting them to win at odds of 1.80. So that's a wrap. We do hope you get something out of this video. We are back again. We're going to try to keep it going throughout the season. Obviously, those international breaks we're not too interested in, but the rest of the season we're going to be giving free picks each weekend. I'll try to get them up on a Friday evening. That seems to be the best time actually to post these bets for Saturday and Sunday. But other than that, just keep it here, keep learning and make sure that you work on yourself. That's the most important factor. Once you can start working on yourself, learn to think for yourself as opposed to always relying on others. That's when you can start creating a little bit of an angle for yourself, right? So just bear that in mind. I'm Tony from Bet Analyst. We'll see you in the next one soon. Take care. Bye-bye.